I've been decorating today.
What?
Man's
What you
been painting,
decorating? What?
grafting.
What have you been decorating?
Our entryway into the house, we got like a little square room where we put our
hmm
shoes.
Yeah.
That had the worst wallpaper in the world from when I moved in and when she moved in,
Yeah.
I think.
What you moved
So
in?
I tore it down and I've painted it.
Get
I-
you.
I've been like Neil Buchanan.
Heart attack.
Yeah, man. I've attacked all that art in there. Ooshed.
Did you paint the rubber head, the mosaic head thing?
Yeah, man. I'll do a time lapse thing.
Please put it with the heart attack music as well.
Just for you, I'll
Like
figure
it's
something out. I've only put one
Please
coat on
do.
for now, so I need to do another one. I'll figure something out.
And please do like a giant dick first, so that when the light hits at a certain angle, you'll just see the wall just like the imprint of a dick.
I don't know
And
if
then when you leave, whoever moves in afterwards will have a dick on the wall. We'll never know.
I'll probably get told off though. She's just had a go at me for shouting boobies. So, I'm not allowed to do
Yeah, but
naughty
it's fair because
things.
if you do a dick, it's a manly thing. Do you know what I
Okay,
mean?
fair
Like,
enough.
it's a female thing.
She'll be all right with a big willy probably.
Up on the wall, exactly.
Anyway, this is Retro Gak Attack. Not a discussion of my dodgy art or willies or boobies.
Or anything else apart from retro gaming.
Yeah, are we sort of like trying to hold off talking about Bomberman a little bit?
Yes. So, yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Yeah, because I mean,
There's
like,
there's
I
one
think
thing I've
all the
learned.
games are the same.
There's one thing I've learned from playing a few Bomberman games the last week and a half.
Mhm.
I've got a bit of footage which shall hopefully be playing as I'm talking.
Mhm.
Um, the one main point I've taken from it is that they're all basically the same game.
It is. It is the same game.
with each one I played it from like the earliest Nintendo Entertainment System
Mm.
game,
hmm
and then I made my way through it in an order of
Yeah.
the games I wanted to play through. I basically ended up playing the same game, but it looked a bit prettier each time. It looked a bit more
Yeah.
colourful or
Yeah.
cartoonish each time,
Yeah.
but it was exactly the same game.
Yes. And that is just how it's still going today
Yeah,
is
it's a
it amazes me.
it's still a fun multiplayer game.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I was fortunate enough with the SNES ones that we had a five-player. My best mate had that multi-tap.
Mm,
So you had the player one had this thing, and then on the second port it was extending to four extra ports.
yeah.
So you could have five-player matches,
Mm,
and we did them through the various Bombermans that he had on the Super Nintendo.
yeah.
But they that was fun. You were competing with four other people, and we did a swap around as well. And when it stays on, and if there's a big enough crowd, you pop in and pop out. But I think as a single player game,
It's not great.
it gets boring very quickly.
Yeah.
And I mean, I only played the Super Bomberman one. That's all I've been able to have time to go back and check.
Mm.
And like the first thing was like the music just hit me. Listening to the nostalgia
Mm.
of that they've played them. But it's the same song
Yeah.
throughout pretty much I think every game. It's the same song. It's the same power ups, and it's the same. You complete the levels in the same way. You blow blocks up, you get power ups, and you defeat the enemies.
Yeah.
And there's no story, or if there
They
is a
tried to
story,
in some of them, but they looked a bit dodgy.
yeah. I'm going up to like I'd say like the NES through to the SNES.
Yeah.
There's like a very minimal story,
Which they didn't need to
and
do.
how do you make a really good story about a guy that can shit bombs? Because I mean, where do the bombs come from?
Well, that's the thing.
That's it.
I haven't
right?
seen a satchel on him. So
No, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the way he's designed is he's a sausage body with a belt and legs and arms and a helmet. So there's
yeah.
nothing else on him. There's not a backpack. So you know, don't get me wrong. Like, the character design is actually it's quite iconic. You
Oh yeah,
know,
he's instantly recognizable. A million
yeah,
people will see him and go,
yeah,
"Oh, that's Bomberman."
yeah. Exactly. It's just unfortunate. I think probably from the N64 games, they were the last ones that I played. You don't see him as often as you did in the 90s.
Hmm.
And I think that's just a byproduct of the fact that as we've grown up, those that played Bomberman in the sort of like 90s,
Yeah.
you just you outgrow the games. Because once you've played so many, it's the same game, you kind of just get bored.
Yeah,
So
and that's the thing. I think what disappointed me when I played each one was there was no actual effort to try anything different. That's what was
no.
a bit annoying. I was
Mm.
half expecting, even if it was just the slightest little something, just to alter the gameplay or even the style of it, or which they
Yeah.
did do once. I'm pretty sure later on they did completely change the style. I think they made it quite futuristic and like Bombermen were robots or something.
Oh, that's on the Xbox.
Yeah, that rings a
That
bell.
was the Xbox, and they had like, if I remember correctly, the design was
It was
like,
quite
yeah, doing like
realistic.
robots, but they had like a big curved arm thing, and it was kind of like, is
Yeah,
that the game like ILI or something where you could throw it from the arm, and
I think it got panned big
oh, that
time.
got panned. That got
Yeah.
absolutely panned. I think that killed its run
Uh,
because, like I see, I mean, was that Xbox 360. It was
mm,
Xbox 360. I'm sure it was 360. And up to that point, there was no other Barman game that I remember for either from the PS2 or, like I say,
mm,
I like the last ones I played with the N64 ones.
yeah.
And the N64 ones were pretty good because there was an actual story and there was like a really in-depth sort of like campaign.
Mm,
You had a story that you had to follow, and you had a sort of it was like what was it? It was the second character that you could be, and you could have two players. So you're playing the campaign, but you could play it with your friend. You could have the two players. You know what I mean? It's like
mm,
it was like basically like another, I think it's an animal or something, and you could control the animal on the map. But again, you had that kind of story, and it was good because it was more of a puzzle,
mm,
like a 3D puzzle sort of thing.
yeah.
And Bomberman you could blow the bomb, you can make it bigger, so you could actually hold it, and you could tap the button, and you make a giant bomb, and you could
Yeah.
blue thing. I think that was the only sort of unique thing about it was that.
Mm,
And my best mate's brother, he loved the N64 Bombermans, and he would constantly play in them. And I played them with him, and I think once I'd played them with him, probably over probably for a couple of months, and then you just got bored,
mm.
you know. And
That's the thing I've struggled with playing these is I have found them quite boring. When you do the single player story mode,
mm,
I think I get
which
through
isn't
about
a
two or three
story,
levels and I get bored
yeah,
because it's just the same thing. Just that
yeah,
the level's
yeah.
either bigger or there's a faster enemy or so like it got to a point. I think I got up to like Bomberman 2, so I'd played about
Mm,
3 or 4 by then.
yeah.
And I just thought, right, I'm not bothering with the story anymore. I'll just play each one and I'll play the battle mode on each one. Because that was
Mm-hmm.
always the thing I remember. All I played growing up was the Bomberman World demo on the PS1. And it just let you do the first level, the first green looking level in the battle mode, and that was it. So you
Yeah.
got a 3 minute demo of Bomberman, and I just used to replay it all the time because back in the 90s it was fun.
Yeah.
It was a
As a kid, it is fun,
yeah,
and I can imagine if I was to show Glenn,
yeah.
I think he'd have fun with it because you're putting bombs and you're running away.
It's
It's more the
simple.
fact that you don't want to blow yourself up.
Yeah. Back
Yeah.
then it was simple and it was different. There
Mm.
wasn't really any other that I know of similar sort of party multiplayer
Mm.
fun
There
quick
wasn't.
5 minute games if you want, or you could
Yeah.
gather a few mates, half hour, an hour, have
Yeah.
a bit of a laugh on it. It's
Yeah,
just that
there wasn't. I don't
it's
think there's
died.
anything like
It's
it.
just died out now. It's this day and age. It's
Mm.
boring compared to what you can have.
Yeah,
And like,
but yeah, God, yeah,
as good as
yeah,
the new one is, the new one's quite good. Super Bomberman R or whatever it's called on the Switch. It's actually really
yeah.
good, but again, it's limited by the fact that it gets stale
Mm.
quite quick. I love the design of
Can
it.
you
It
actually play
looks
that online with
amazing.
other people?
Huh?
Can you play that with other people online?
Yeah, man.
Like just random
Yeah, I
people?
think so.
Yeah,
Because they did the free to
never
play
tried
one,
it.
didn't they, like a year ago?
Yes, yeah, which we played, and then
Yeah, it
I
was
think
all
the main
right.
game came out, and I think yeah, it was fine. It was fine for what it was.
Yeah.
And I remember you could buy the main game, and I know I've got it. I bought it, and it must have been cheap. Must have been like £6 or something like that.
Mhm.
Um, and I've played it, but again, I think like after play like 5 or 6 levels, kind of just gone.
Yeah, it
"Nah,
becomes stale.
it's the same as it was 20 years ago."
Yeah. And that's the thing, like being, a retro gamers, because we like going back and playing the old stuff. I don't think they sort of hold up very well now because they have just sort of become boring. It's
Yeah,
got its
yeah,
limits
yeah,
of
yeah.
this it's quite fun for a little bit and I've blown stuff up, hey. And then when you get blown up it's like, oh, all right, I'm done now. Can't be asked.
I think the thing for me is that actually when you play your campaign mode, you actually end up blowing yourself up more
Yeah.
than you actually end up dying by the enemies.
Yeah.
So I think it's more. I think at that point it's more frustration.
Mm.
The fact that and 9 times out of 10, but with me, it's like I've killed myself stupidly. Where like I put a bomb down to blow up a block, like 2 blocks,
Yeah.
and I've gone and walked through the bomb and got myself stuck
Yeah.
between the
That
wall.
happened to me
You know what I
loads of
mean?
times.
It's just stupid little things like
Yeah.
that.
And that
And I
makes
think
it more frustrating that you can do something stupid like that.
yeah, it's just daft.
Yeah.
It is daft. And I remember I am remembering, I don't know if it was Super Bomberman 4 or 3. I know they introduced animal. I think like a kangaroo.
Yes.
It's an animal that you could ride.
That might have even been two.
Oh Christ.
Yeah, it might have been. I saw it on a couple of games, and I got to
Mm,
ride a kangaroo on the last one I played. It could have been Mega Bomberman as well.
mm,
But I've got a feeling Super Bomberman 2 and 3 did
yeah.
introduce kangaroos, which just made it more annoying because you then had to blow up the kangaroo and then blow up the man that was riding the kangaroo. And it's hard
Yeah.
enough to hit one person in these
Yeah.
games, so
So I'm sure they could punch you. If you like if you had the kick thing, you
you
could
could do a
hit
kick,
the
I
bomb
know
over
that.
to them and they just punch it back at you.
Yeah.
Infuriating pricks.
But, but like, I played through some. I played through
Mm,
one, two, three, four, six. I played through six of them out
mm,
of 10 that I wanted to play, which is
yeah.
good going. But like, I didn't play very long on each one
No,
because there's
yeah.
not much you can
When
actually.
you sent me the list of what you wanted to play, I was thinking, well, that's a bit of a slog.
Yeah. But like in my head, I thought, oh, each one will have evolved in some way. They'll have added bits and leading up to whatever the latest one is, Super Bomberman R. Um, but no, basically they're all the same,
Yes. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's a bit disappointing that they're all the same because I felt like when they did Super Bomberman R, I thought it was just sort of like they were going back to the way it used to be, keep
Mm,
it simple, and it's similar
mm,
to the PlayStation One that I remember.
yeah.
I didn't realize that they just never decided to change the game ever. It was just exactly the
Same.
same all the time. Just that if at one point it was 8 bits, and look, it's Bomberman again, but it's in 16 bits. Ooh, 32 bits. Look how colourful Bomberman is.
You can select your own color now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like in a weird way,
Mhm.
Carrie was actually the one that introduced me to Bomberman on the Game Boy. Try,
See, when she said that last time, I did not even know there was a Bomberman on the Game Boy,
I
and like
when
I can't even imagine what it looks like.
to think of bog standard Game Boy game,
See,
black and
in my head, I've got like Do you remember Super Mario? Not Super Mario World. It's Super Mario. The Mario game, Super Mario Country, I think it is on the Game Boy. And it's like there are the enemies that look like bombs. They drop bombs. They look like little fucking
Yeah,
rabbit
they're just
turds. But
little
yeah.
pixels.
In my head, I'm
Yeah.
like, how is there's a bomb with a little fucking
Well,
rabbit turd bomb?
the thing is, this may be down to because I'm with Carrie now, and I've
Mm,
played it more just because she likes it, just over
yeah,
time. But
yeah.
out of all the Bomberman games, this was the closest one to being different.
Uh,
It's
I
just
mean, it would have to be because you're on a Game Boy and you're limited.
yeah, but to be fair, they gave it a bit of a theme. I think it's like it's quite adventure-y, quite Indiana
Mm,
Jonesy. So like I
okay.
think at the start you're either in like Egypt or something, so it's quite Egyptian themed, and then it goes to being jungle themed. And I know they do that in the other games, but for some reason in
Yeah.
this one, this it sort of it stands out more in my head as just being a bit
Mm,
different. And it's impressive that they did the same Bomberman thing, but they did it on the
mm.
little portable
On a little
Game
ball, yeah.
Boy. Um, it's not amazing, but
No,
the thing is, it's quite special to me because she loves it.
she was so excited
She absolutely
when
loved it because like you know since I've known Carrie, we never really talked about video games or anything like that. It's never been
yeah.
like she's not too fussed, and I wouldn't want to bore her with it. But then I remember her just saying that when she was a kid, she used to play this Bomberman game, and then I was like, oh yeah, I know Bomberman. I played it on the PlayStation. And she was like, "Oh yeah, we had it on the little portable thing." I was like, "On the Game Boy." Yeah, yeah, we had it on the Game Boy. I was like, "Bomberman on the Game Boy? Are you sure? Is it not like? Do you not have a Super Nintendo or something like that?" Or no, no, it was on the Game Boy. So then what I did was I downloaded it
Mm,
and then put it on the old PlayStation Classic when I had that, the mini
yeah.
PlayStation, and we gave it a bash, and it's all right.
Yeah.
it's there's nothing real special about it, but just the
See,
fact that seeing her sort of, her face lit up because it was like, oh my god,
mm,
this is what I played as a kid,
yeah.
and like I
See,
think
this is why we play the old games
yeah,
like that. Do you
you
know what I mean?
get
It's
that
just,
feeling, that nostalgic
yeah,
feeling, that kick is
yeah,
just you can't
yeah.
beat it.
No.
And when you revisit some of these old games from your childhood, it's
Mm,
it's it's good. It's better
yeah.
than playing bloody Call of Duty Warfare or
Call of Duty 76.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Go play
See,
76 bloody Bomberman games instead. Well, no, actually.
that's what I was saying about the music though. It's like as soon as I played that one and that music hit,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? I was like just instant memories, and I'm just like, and I just smiled, and like and I was like, oh, that's the tune,
Yeah.
and I remembered. I've never remembered that tune for 20 odd years, and as soon as I hear it, I'm just like, it's just
Yeah,
like
it came flooding back.
wave from the back. Yeah,
I would
yeah.
say though, go play Call of
Mhm.
Duty instead of Bomberman.
Which one though? Because the first few were shite.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Bomberman and Call of Duty. Um, did the Game Boy have bosses? Because I can't remember. In my head, the one with the kangaroo, I'm sure there were
I
bosses.
want to say yes.
Yeah.
We we got through the first world, but like a few months ago, when we
Mm.
just had decided to have a mess about on it one night. We did get through a few levels. I want to say there was a boss, but it was like it was very simple. It was,
Yeah.
Sonic the
'Cause I'm
Hedgehog
sure.
standard. You
I,
just jump on me 3 times and I'm done. It was
mhm.
simple boss.
Yeah. See, I remember the N64 one, the bosses were like other like Bomberman style characters.
Hmm.
They would go around the map and they would do stuff around the map and that.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of the SNES games. I'm trying to think actually if there were any bosses,
Hmm.
and I cannot remember
I didn't go through far enough in any of them when I was
playing
playtesting
them.
to
Oh,
actually get to a potential boss. I either got bored, I died, or I just wanted to do the battle mode instead.
the quality of this research is
I
great.
know. We need to be picking better games in future.
To be honest, yeah, no, yeah. I mean, when we got the choice and she shouted it, I was like, do you know what? Yeah, we could
Hmm.
actually do it. But actually thinking of playing that first one and thinking about it, actually, there's not a great deal to
Yeah.
discuss
The
about
thing
them.
is,
They're all very the same.
thing is,
So
like, probably most anyone of our age, we'll just hear Bomberman and go, yeah, we know Bomberman.
Yeah,
We've played it
we
before.
played it. Yeah,
But
yeah.
like when you actually play it, there's a lot of stuff where you think, oh yeah, forgot about
I've actually just remembered playing when we used to play the 5-player games. You always have to. So you four of you would be in a corner, and whoever was the fifth would be right in the middle of the map. Fucking worst place to be in a
that.
Bomberman game. You know what I mean? You're surrounded by bricks, and you've got see with the corners, you can put a brick and go around the corner. If you're in the middle, you've got to like put it
Yeah.
like to the side, or you've got to be like
Oh
thinking.
yeah, and those four are coming for you.
Oh yeah, they're coming into you, mate. You're fucked whatever way
Yeah,
you go, you're knackered.
you got
But I've
nowhere to
also
go.
just remembered as well as like when you die, you can also pop up on the sides.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing
I've
about
literally just
Bomberman.
remembered that, yeah.
That is my favorite thing because you can absolutely screw people doing that.
Oh God,
I
yes,
love
yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's what makes the Switch one, the one on Switch, absolutely
Mm.
worth buying just for that because it ruins everyone's day. It's
I
so
just
fun.
remember that we like if like one of us was on like a win streak or something like that,
Yeah.
and then everyone that had died, and it's like it was like the two of them left, like the three other people would literally just be in the one
Mm.
corner, it's like fucking like piling bombs in it all at the same time to like get just
Yeah.
bugger someone else up. Oh God, yeah, that was good. That was good. It is. I say back in the day, it was good when you had if you had the 5 players, it was good.
Mm.
And is it on the Mega Drive? Was it on the Mega
It's on
Drive?
the Mega Drive. I played the Mega
Did
Drive
it?
one.
Did the Mega Drive have like a multi tap sort of thing?
I don't think so.
I can't remember. Don't have to
Mm.
remember.
I feel like it had. I want to say the Mega Drive had 4 control ports,
Hmm.
but I don't remember. It had,
Yeah.
might have just been 2.
Oh, the Mega Drive. Yeah, the Mega Drive has two, like built
Was
in.
was
You'd
yeah?
have to
Was it?
like buy
Did,
an extender.
did they not update the
I never
model with
had one, so I
4?
don't know. Yeah.
I
What
don't
was
know.
that?
But the Mega Drive one wasn't
Yeah.
anything special. I know I'm a big Mega Drive fanboy, and when I put that on, I thought this is gonna be the best one. Yeah, it
Yeah.
wasn't great.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like with the SNES because obviously it's the two ports. Mega Drive's got the two ports. Like if you were to play multiplayer with just you and someone else,
Mm.
I can't imagine anything worse. You know what
Yeah,
I
you
mean?
need
It's
you need
it's
a
just the
party,
two
don't
of
you? You
you.
need a group
Yeah,
for
yeah. If
Bomberman.
it's just you people, just like literally both corners, and you're just gonna go work my way
Mm.
across, try and kill each other.
Mm.
Can't think of anything worse. It has to be. It has to be four or more
Yeah.
to
You
make
at
it
least need that
worthwhile.
wild card in there, don't you? You don't want just the two of you. You want some other nutter in there.
Can you just imagine? Oh my god, no! I feel like worse than pulling teeth.
Not bad.
I can't imagine me and Steph sitting there and having a night playing Bomberman because by the time
Me
that
and Carrie did it once.
got multiplayer, the two of you. Oh
Yeah, I
god,
think I
no.
think it was the Switch one. I think we did the Switch one. I think it must have been when the free to play one came out. I played that for a
Mm,
little bit, wasn't keen,
yeah,
and then reinstalled the proper one.
proper one.
And we had a bit of a night on it, I think, or like,
Yeah.
it was part of a night. But
Just to me, I can't imagine me and Steph sitting there.
hmm,
I think after like 3 games
yeah.
and like me beating Steph 3 times,
Oh,
she'd be like,
that's the
"Oh,
thing though. The one on the Switch, it's like it's not just the two of you. You get
mm.
like another 6 computers, I think. So it's bedlam.
All right, okay,
Yeah. So that's what we did. It wasn't just me
yeah."
and her and like, oh, I'm gonna get you. No, I'm gonna get you.
The other games didn't have bots, did they? No,
Yeah, yeah,
did they?
mm, yeah. From my top research,
Oh, your top tier notes.
the two I played on the NES had four
Mm.
four players, and you could have because that's what I was doing. I was playing on my own, and then I had 3 bots.
No way.
Definitely Bomberman 2. I don't quite
Mm.
remember the first one. Um, and then Super Bomberman 1 and 2 were the same. And I'm pretty sure the third one added a 5th player. Because that was the big change I noticed in Super Bomberman 3. They added a 5th player. Whoa, slow down there, buckos. But
Let's progress this game at a fast rate. It's only taken 6 games to get there.
and I think the Mega Drive one did the same. I think that was 5 characters.
Oh, I genuinely can't remember Genuinely cannot remember. That's especially because whenever I ever played it, I was always playing it with my mates anyway, so it
Yeah.
never
I, I think
never had to go through that.
I think if I had the Mega Drive one when I was a kid, I think I'd have loved it. I'd have grown up loving it.
Hmm.
I'd have
Yeah,
enjoyed it because
yeah,
again, for the time, it was all
yeah.
right for the time.
I mean, I remember playing through high school. I'm going to say like 97, 98, maybe before the end, and before I well, actually might have been after I had N64. But like, yeah, there was one summer school holiday.
Hmm.
Like I'd lent like two Bomberman games off my pal,
Hmm.
and that's what I did the whole summer was literally like just playing through those two Bomberman games.
Yeah.
You can play them, and there are not saying the story is not exactly great, but I mean you can have a one player experience,
Yeah.
and I have, but just the overall franchise, as it were, they're not memorable. That's it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You remember the character. If you had the opportunity to play with multiple people, you remember probably the fun of playing it in
Hmm.
multiplayer. But the actual franchise itself isn't memorable.
Yeah, it's a fun thing, and you can pick any of the games. You'll get the same experience from either
Mm-hmm.
of them.
Mm-hmm.
Have a few drinks, get a few mates over,
That I think
good laugh.
nowadays, yeah, the only way you can really play it is with your pals and some drink.
Hmm.
Yeah. And you can get a fun hour or so out of it,
Yeah, Uh,
before you want to move on to,
Mario Kart or something like that.
yeah, or Mario Party. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Start the night
it's
off like
it's
that,
a
and if
good,
you
yeah. That's what I
die,
was gonna
you
say.
take
It's a
a
good
shot or
way to start
whatever.
the night off. A bit of
Yeah,
Bomberman,
yeah.
get the drinks flowing.
Hint, hint. There we
Right,
go.
let's whip out the slag.
Let's
Slag's
bring her
coming
out,
out.
boys. Don't make the sound. Sounds like a zipper.
That's all I've been doing lately. Every time I'm making videos and stuff, I'm doing my own sound effects because I can't be asked going on YouTube or whatever and finding them. So I'll do my own sound effects. I did one earlier. It was funny.
Oh
Um,
god.
so we'll just
Yeah.
put Bomberman the franchise because they are
Bomberman,
basically
yeah,
the
just
same
Bomberman
games.
in general. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you.
what was the lowest one? It ain't Golden Axe.
Golden Axe is the lowest
Oh,
one.
I know, but I'm saying it ain't as bad
Yeah,
as
but
Golden
it's not as
Axe.
bad as Golden Axe. No.
I at least found some enjoyment out of Bomberman.
Oh god, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, at the time,
Hmm.
you're probably talking seven, maybe eight, just from all the experiences. But looking back on them retrospectively,
Hmm.
at at a push, six.
Oofed. Okay.
At a push, I
Oofed.
would maybe more inclined to be five.
I've got four in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Right.
for its limitations now. The
Hmm.
lack of any sort of change in most of the games.
Yeah.
You kind of need to be plastered to have a really good time on it.
Yeah.
You gotta get the
Yeah.
drinks in.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking ahead of when we get some more famous, memorable games.
Hmm.
It's got
Oh, this this will
some of
this will be
them.
wiped off. Yeah, this will be wiped off
Yeah.
in weeks,
So
definitely.
I'd give it a solid
Go,
four. If you're going
go
for the
four and a half.
six, it makes it a five.
Yeah, go make well no, go four and a half.
Four and a half.
Four
Four
and a
hundred
half. Yeah.
fifty 7,400.
457,000.
And it's on there.
Oh,
It's second to
can you
last,
stop?
whatever it is
In
now,
fact, you
fourth
know
or
what we should
fifth.
do? We should be like 457,000. 457. Oh, fucking hell.
Maths.
We basically spell boob at the end
Oh,
with
okay.
8008.
458.
No, 457. No, fuck off.
Seven? No, you need the eight, bro.
458,008.
And eight. Okay.
There we go. Crack. I am accountant as well, and I'm fucking head with my money, man. Fuck's sake. It's because I'm
Um,
not at work with a calculator. That's what it is.
yeah. Getting too used to it.
Yeah.
Right. I have a
Right.
suggestion.
Okay. Hit me.
Instead of
Not.
randomizing this week,
Okay.
I enjoyed playing NBA Jam the other day. I think we do some NBA Jam research.
Okay. Yeah.
I think if we can this weekend, maybe
Hmm.
we could do like an NBA Jam tournament stream where
Ooh.
we join up as
Hmm.
one of the teams and see how far we go.
Let me think. Yes,
If we
we
can
can do
figure
that.
out a day, it could be any
We
night
can make it
really,
work.
if it
Ah,
works for us
we can
both.
make it work. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll do that. Yeah.
because we did have good bants playing 1v1.
But
It
that
was a
was
close game in
fun.
the end.
I can't. I'll be honest. I don't even remember hardly any of the buttons. I was literally Y and B. It was the only two I was pressing. I can't remember if the other buttons did anything, so I didn't press
I
them.
know, yeah. I definitely need to like adjust the control scheme on it because whatever it set on the pad for me, it was like it didn't feel right.
Yeah,
Um, but it was good fun going back on
it
NBA
was
Jam.
good fun. We did have a close match,
Yeah,
and to be honest, the only way I ever won that was literally the
the 53
plethora of
pointers that you
three
got.
pointers. Yeah.
You couldn't handle what was his name,
Oh
Dylan's or
God, what
whatever
was
he
his
was
name? I
called.
don't know. He
When I
was he was so quick,
when
man.
I
I
brought
couldn't
on the
even get
rapid
anywhere
dwarf
near
at the
him.
end.
He was just going everywhere. It was
who
amazing.
had a zero dunk stat and he kept dunking all over the
You
place.
kept dunking all the time.
I don't think
To
the
be fair,
stats
I think
make any
my
sense
players
in,
were
in
shy
NBA
though,
Jam.
apart from the 3 pointers. So
But with
Mhm.
you as the 3-point master and
Yes,
me as the little dwarf man who can,
the dunker dude.
we'll
That's
we'll
fine. Yeah,
walk
we'll go with.
we'll walk
I
the
reckon. I
NBA.
reckon we could do good on that.
Yeah, so we'll do
Okay.
that. We'll
Mhm.
arrange an NBA Jam stream, and then we'll do a
Yes.
retro gack next week on NBA Jam,
Oh God.
which is a
Okay.
strong contender for top spot early on.
Do you know what? It is. It definitely is.
NBA
Yeah.
Jam,
Okay.
his
Okay.
preview for next week. NBA Jam
Mhm.
has never not been awesome.
They all were. Do you know what? See, when I die on my grave, can you put NBA Jam? It's never not been awesome.
We'll do it.
Realize
We'll
me
arrange it.
dead. But it's true though. That is actually that is the boldest statement you've come out with, and you can't deny that.
No.
You can't argue against it. It's not a
If,
bad game.
if you had NBA Jam back in the 90s, you were a
Mm.
lucky boy, yeah.
Oh
Because,
God, I
you know,
just
you didn't
fun
have
game.
all these reviewers and that back then telling you have to, if you're going to have a sports game, this is the sports game to have. It was
Mhm.
it was just the latest basketball game, wasn't it? And it was awesome.
We'll save it. We'll save it.
Until next
There's loads
time.
of discussions that we had before then, but yeah, yeah, we'll save that for the
So
next one.
Bomberman was all right.
Yes,
NBA Jam will be better.
NBA Jam is awesome.
We need one next week that we know is good, so we can.
Yeah, Bomberman, NBA Jam.
Wow.
Yes. God. It's on fire.
Oi! Had to sneak it in there. Right, we're gonna get kicked out soon. So thank you for watching Retro Gak Attack episode 4. It's actually episode 3 officially because
Especially, but I think
2 didn't make
five,
it.
is it? Then 4? God knows.
Yeah, but basically
fucking
the
up.
Bomberman episode.
Yeah. The Bomberman. Look, I went there.
So make sure you like, subscribe to YouTube, check us out on Spotify, Instagram,
We're everywhere now.
everywhere, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. Don't use TikTok, but we're on there.
Yeah, that's it.
I do everything on Instagram, so go on Instagram. I posted a new reel today. It's funny. Right.
Right.
Retro
Cheers,
Gak,
guys.
baby. Cheers,
Bye.
bro. Love you. Bye.